What do you get when you combine water with a homemade electrolyzer and power from a car battery? Woo! In a previous project, I built a generator that uses electricity to convert water into a very powerful fuel. The amount of electricity available determines how much gas can be produced, and using a couple of car batteries, I've been able to produce over 5 liters a minute. I've even tried powering it with a makeshift hand-crank generator like this one, but obviously the gas production is slower. So just how powerful is the gas? To find out, I've rounded up some plastic cups, some liquid dish soap, and water, because we're going to make some bubbles. I'm pouring just a little bit of water into this cup, followed by a quick shot of soap, and even that's probably more than I need. Agitating the cup like this will mix the two together, and while I'm here I may as well fill up the rest of these cups as well. Now it's time to put in some earplugs and safety glasses, because this next part could be dangerous. Using jumper cables, I've connected to my car battery to get the system warmed up. When the gas makes its way through the lines, you can see it pushing up through the bubbler, and now I can take the end of the tubing and place it inside of the soap solution to start collecting some gas. The gas is just a mixture of H2O molecules broken down into their gaseous elements of 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. This is sometimes called HHO, or hydroxy gas. Alright, the bubbles have reached the top of the cup, so I'll gently remove the tubing, trying not to disturb the bubbles too much. Then use a barbecue igniter to see if the bubbles will pop. That's crazy! Even without a lid, the cup is completely torn to shreds. Well, that's why I've got more cups, so I can do it again. This one looks ready, so let's add some fire. When the bubbles explode, the gas burns clean and turns back into water vapor. There's something elementally exciting about using fire to make water, and I've just done it again with cup 4 and cup 5. Funny enough, did you also know that you can use water to make a fire? Look for that in a different project. Okay, these cups are completely destroyed, so I'm trying something a little different with this last one. I filled it all the way to the top and stirred in a little more soap, and this time when the bubbles are pouring over the top, they light off with just as much power, but the cup stays intact. This allows me to use the same cup again and again. Some people might ask what the purpose of the bubbler is. Well, it helps clean the gas, but more importantly, it acts as a flame arrestor in the event of a flashback like this. If that flame were to get back inside your generator, it would probably do some damage. The bubbler cap is just pressed on, so if there's a tiny flashback explosion, the worst thing that happens is the cap pops off. If the bubbler is a little low on fluid, then be careful, because now the gas has a place to build up, and if you were to get a flashback in this situation, it could be a little more dramatic. It's helpful to keep the bubbler full, so I made it detachable for ease of use. Okay, my next test is to fill a plastic soda bottle, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. With the cap off, the gas is slowly leaking out, and when touched to a flame, it takes off with quite a bit of energy. Small bottles are fairly safe to play with, but anything bigger than this needs to be lit from a distance. I just made this remote detonator pad so I can ignite larger bottles from over 20 feet away. I have these bottles filled with water, and to charge them with gas, I hold them upside down in a bucket of water. The lid gets removed below the water line so I can insert the tube up inside the bottle, and when the electrical connection is made, the gas bubbles up inside, forcing the water down and out. After all the water has been pushed out, the tube gets removed and the cap screwed back on, and now this bottle is full of hydroxy gas ready for ignition. Igniting it this way is pretty risky, but I felt like I had to try it. This here is the safer way. The bottle is placed carefully on the detonator pad, and then from a distance, I can fire it off at will. Soda bottles have pressure-rated plastic that can withstand the explosive power, turning these into makeshift rockets. And rather than exploding, they can be reused over again. In contrast, the plastic on a water bottle is weak and doesn't survive the blast. I'm filling up a milk jug using the same technique as the bottles, and now we've got 1 gallon of gas ready to go. Man, that is powerful. I'm probably gonna have to do that again. Woo! Nice! Nothing but shrapnel. And that's really cool. This juice jug has thicker plastic and explodes with incredible force. When I set this jug off, my neighbor told me he felt the floor in his house shake. Well, the generator is getting hot, so it's time to shut it down and put everything away for the day. That's it for this project. If you enjoy these videos, please comment and share with your friends. I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.